All right. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Today's a special one. Today's a good one. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great time. Life is good. And I've been gone for a bit. I've been gone for a bit. Sorry. My bad. Whoopsie doops. That's what it is. But yesterday was my birthday. It was my 28th birthday. And so, you know what that means? We have our yearly what is it, quiz or whatever it is that we're doing. Every year on my birthday, I come up with new things, or I come up, like I just record myself and I say like, hey, what have we been doing this time? What have we been doing? What's going on with your life and shit. Yearly self birthday analysis. That's what it is. So, welcome to 20. Wait, welcome to age 28, baby. Big thing. You know we got this dog, right? You know we got this dog, right? Say, yeah, baby, I don't want to. My guess went a little something like this. Mwah, English, mwah, mwah, English. All right. So, long story short, she's a little cutie patootie. She doesn't like me that much. I annoy her all the fucking time, and that is what it is, right? You been doing that, baby. All right, go. Go to your bed. She has a bed right here, so she's chilling. All right. So my name is Victor. No, just kidding. Name Sebastian Escorcia. Age 28. Year 2025. We're not doing too bad. How much do you weigh? Jesus Christ. And it says show my body. All right, I'm gonna show really quick. I don't look the best. Here, let me move this up a little bit. But I think I'm looking a little bit better. Um, maybe though. Who knows? This is the body. This is what we're doing. I'm starting to get a little bit of muscle. I've been I've been working out pretty consistently for a little bit. I think I just need to get rid of this stomach and then work out like 2 3 months, and then as you guys can see, your boy's starting to look a little you know my back is looking good. My body's looking decent for lack of terms. Let me get a scale really quick. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. So the scale says I weigh 180 pounds and two. That being said, I drunk water. I've eaten my first meal. It was a pretty hefty meal. I didn't take like any of this stuff off. So like overall, that is what it is. And so I say like I have a I have a couple good things going for me. We're doing good. So that's my body. Current relationship is with Maya Grosser, the wife. Um, things are looking good there too. What are your current goals? I only have one goal that I'm not doing too good in, if I'm honest, but it's making $1 million drop shipping. And uh, we're drop shipping. We like a couple months ago, maybe like 3 months ago, we tested over 21 products. And then these last couple of weeks, we've tested two products for sure, and we have the third one coming up. I'm just like slacking on the videos, if I'm honest. I'm being a bitch. And that's something I need to fix. So there's that. Besides that, my goal is just to work two jobs and have like a savings account, have like money that I can use. Like I want to have a savings account and then like a oh shit fund. So I want to save money, but at the same time, I also want to put money aside just in case anything happens. So like I also want to pay Maya's year in college. And so that's about it. I want to be pretty much debt free as well. What are current pets? I just have the baby Guegre that you just saw. What is your current dream? $1 million drop shipping. I want to be able to be like, in terms of money, this is actually my current dream. In terms of money, I want to have ultimate leverage. So here, let me drop this down a little bit. I want to drop um I want to be the best version of myself. But if we're talking about in terms of money, I want to not have any debt, zero debt. I want to have the ability to pay future stuff. So um, like I haven't done my tax returns in like 2 years, and that's something I need to fix. And I just want to be like the house paid off, a completely paid off car, like all of this stuff. That's what I want, more or less, you know. So that's my dream. In terms of like money, in terms of my overall dreams, I just want to be the best version of myself. And I want to show you guys something really quick. Um, Here I have uh nah, this isn't it. I have this thing that I'm tracking essentially more or less all good habits. You'll see that some I've been like really killing the game, some I haven't. But if you see here, I've actually haven't had sugar for about 29 days. Is it that Saturday? Yeah, for 29 days, I've been sugar free, and um, sorry, give me a second. I need to delete that. So I've been basically sugar free for the last 29 days. And when I mean sugar free, I don't mean like I haven't had a drop of sugar. I for sure have had sugar because what ends up happening is that like I don't drink black coffee. But if I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and if I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then all of a sudden I can't sleep until 2, I need something to like pull me over. So I'll drink coffee with like 2 spoons of sugar, and then that's pretty much it. And then some milk, and then I will also drink like whenever the first thing I do is I wake up and I work out. I am waking up on an empty stomach, working out on an empty stomach. It's hard for me to do like just straight up hard shit. Like if you're doing squats, bench press, deadlifts, all of that stuff, and you're going super heavy, almost like 90% or 80% your max, by that second workout or by that second exercise, the bench press, you're kind of already drained out of a lot of things. So I'll drink like liquid IV or something to like hydrate me. And I'm pretty sure that has water. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it does. So it is what it is. And that's my current run with that. So that's about it. Let's see. Is there anything you're going through that's rough slash hard? Not really. To be honest, the last couple of years, my life has been pretty nonchalant. Yeah, that it is what it is. I don't have anything that's like rough in my life at the moment. Yeah, I'm getting the muscle. The travel's coming. The biceps are there. Um, I don't have a lot in my life that's like wrong at the moment. My relationship with my mother is a little strained, but it's always been strained. And sometimes I like the fact that we're not so close because I get to not be in the drama of somebody else's life. Um, so staying a big hack that I've always just like figured out is not to get into a lot of people's business. You want to be able to help in the distance most helpful way possible. And so something like for my sister, she really doesn't have any money, but giving her money is not helpful. But what I can do is I'm like, yeah, just call me whenever you want. I'll give you some advice. And then if I do give her money, I just know that I'm not gonna get it back, period. And that is what it is. So things like that. Sometimes with people, you just can't give them the obvious problem, because we'll just take my sister, for example. She needs money. She just needs a lot of money. But it's not that like life is hard and she just needs money. No, it's the fact that she's bought herself into so much debt that she needs money, that she lost her job and I get the loss of job, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like you need to get your shit together so that you can work. You need to cut loose ends so that you can work, you know, things like that. So sometimes not giving someone like what their like initial problem is helpful, is more helpful than just solving someone's problem. All right, that's things that you have learned recently. So recently, I've been reading this book. I'll probably have to read more of this book, um, called Atomic Habits. One of the coolest books I have, or one of the coolest books that I'm reading. I'm pretty much almost done. I'm like I have like this much to go, and I'm pretty sure most of that is uh like there's a lot of scientific sightings, and so um yeah, there's a lot of scientific sightings. So in reality, I only have about this much to go. You know, so I say within the next like month I'll finish the book. Besides that, and there's a lot of things, you know, how to start having better habits, how to keep them going, how to do that, whatever. And that's why you see me have like this whole Notion chart where I'm showing you like that I'm changing, proof that I have changed. Um, I've been doing a couple things that I've learned about myself is that I've been doing like this 100-day no sugar challenge, and yesterday I was the first day in like 29 days that I went to with no sugar. Not the worst thing in the world, you know. I have eaten fruits, you know. So what I end up doing is I just kind of, I guess I'm just choosing a healthier lifestyle because instead of like I'm like, oh shit, I'm craving something sweet. Let me go get a donut. Let me go get a bag of gummy worms. Let me go, you know, none of that shit. I've just been like, damn, I'm craving some sugar. Let me crack an orange. I'll eat an orange, add some, you know, chili piccone on that bit, and we're living life. That is what it is. Oh, I'm craving sugar. Let me get some cherries, and I'm munching some cherries. I'll munch on some grapes. I'll munch on like some peaches or apples or things like that. But I'm not like, I'm craving sugar. Let me get, I don't know, fucking gummy bears, you know, uh, candy, chips slightly, but you know, just besides that, I'm not doing a whole bunch of other shit. I've been working out, I would say decently consistently, and so a couple of things that I've learned. I'm really good at all or nothing, and so I can't be like, let me eat one sugar today, and tomorrow I'll eat the next piece. Like I can't eat like one Reese's cup today and then one Reese's cup tomorrow, or I can't eat half a pint of ice cream and another pint of ice cream tomorrow. I'm either like, yeah, I'm gonna eat the whole Reese's Pieces, or I'm going to um, not eat it, plain and simple. And so it's easier for that because then I just don't have to guess and I don't have to do, you know, like have to fight the will or anything like that. I just be like, oh no, I just don't eat candy, plain and simple. That's it. And then I move on. And the reason why I did that is because I have like a sugar addiction. I'm really addicted to sugar and a lot of it. But um, I think most people are. The thing with sugar, I'm not tempted. If I just know mentally I can't have it, then that like there's like Sour Patch Kids upstairs in the cupboard that's been there for like um I don't know, like a couple months, and not once have I like, well, maybe two or three times I've thought about it, like, oh, maybe I should get a little bit, but not once have I done it. Not once have I like opened it up and you know, but I do crave it, you know. So it is what it is. So I'm all or nothing. That's one. And two, um, I'm really good when it comes to a routine as long as I sleep early, wake up early. Plain and simple. If I wake up at 5, I can read it. I can for sure work out. I can work on the business. Like if I have noticed that when I wake up at 5 in the morning and I have good sleep the night before, that I'm really, really, really productive. That's what I've learned. Current amount in the bank, I make about 170 still, 172 maybe. Um, Amount in the bank. Mm, I have about $90 in an account. I got about $200 in another account, which is good and bad. The good thing is that this is just like free money. That being said, I have $2,400 in a um of debt, of credit card debt, and so I need to get that fixed. But that being said, I have like all my bills are paid. I'm never worried about paying rent or paying my bills. What I am worried about is just not accumulating more debt. That's like my biggest worry is just like don't spend, pay off your debts, and then start living on cash. And that's really like the biggest thing that I'm worried about. So that's about it. That being said, I have a bank account that is a business bank account that has about $3,000 in it, and yeah, the biggest thing is just that I have to work on paying that or $3,000 cash, and I got 3.6. I got 3.4 cash and then 3.6 on the business credit card, and that's just because we're doing the drop shipping thing, and I'm trying to work and I'm trying to put that in there as well as I also haven't been working. So like any output that it takes, like I'm just not testing new products because it like making the videos are asinine for me. And I can either just figure out how to just bulldoze through that and make the videos, stop being a bitch and make those videos, or I can just pay someone to do the videos for me. So it is what it is. Am I happy? I would say I'm pretty content. You know, that like yesterday for my birthday, what I did was I got up, um, I read an entire book with my girl. We went to get book two and three. We went to the movies, and I just had a sugar day, and I drank soda, went to get ice cream, got candy and popcorn, and overall, like that's what I did, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. I wasn't craving any presents and or anything like that, or we didn't have anything special. And the biggest reason is because there is nothing that I want that I can't get. You know what I mean? Like I don't have this thing where it's like, oh, I just want my birthday so I can get this special gift, like these $300 uh shoes or like this guitar or a tool or anything like that. There's nothing I have that I can't get. And so at any point in time, I can just be like, hey babe, I want this thing. It's $500. Do you want to get it for me? And then she'll just say yeah. Same thing with her. Like she asked for a ring the other day, and I was like, cool. And it was $500. It was an Aura ring, and I was like, yeah, I got you. And I just paid for it, and that's it. You know, so mm, yeah, there's not much in my heart that I'm like, oh, I really want this for my birthday. So yeah, anything that I want, I can get. If I want to go out to have a special date, I just call that a day, and then me and the wife go out and have fun. You know, any time she was like, we can go shooting, we can go laser tag, we can go do VR, then we can go to the movies, and I'm like on a given Friday, we do all of that. You know, so it is what it is. I'm not too worried, and so yeah, I'm happy. My biggest challenges is just it's just like the work of having to build this business. Sometimes I just genuinely don't want to because it's boring, but maybe that's the part of why I need to do it, you know. And so just getting that done. What is your relationship with money right now? Healthy. I would say healthier than it's been before, but not the best. Things I need to start working for is like a savings. And I just already said that, you know, I have to work on getting a savings, have to work on being 100% debt free, have to work on like figuring out my insurance, my taxes, all of that shit is things that I need to work on, you know, and so that is what it is. Have I been talking to God? Not 100% of the time, but pretty more or less consistently, I've been reading the Bible. And so here, let me share my screen again to show you guys. Mm, the reason, um, the reason why I have this is because I, um, I just like Alex Ramosi says, the best way to to change is or the best way to have confidence is to prove to yourself that you've changed. And so these are the results of someone who's proving to themselves they're changing. I don't need someone, or I don't need to be like, yeah, I've changed because I feel like I've changed, but I've changed because I have legitimate data that I have changed. And that's why I'm confident in certain things. Like I'm confident that I can go 30 days without sugar. I'm confident that I can wake up at 5 in the morning. You know, this week I woke up at 5 in the morning. This I woke up at 5 in the morning. And so um, for example, this week right here, I uh I think yeah, this week right here, I would say I'm more or less confident that I'm doing pretty good, right? Um and so it is what it is. This was probably one of my best weeks here. Um yeah, there's not another one. So it's like this is my best week, and then I've been like on the 80 to 100. You know, there's some days that I do really good, some days that I don't, some days that I do, and it is what it is. But the goal is that I have so many more good days than bad days. And over time, I just become overall better. You know, I've been working out pretty consistently 3 times a week. This one I worked out pretty much every day, and probably some of it is that I legitimately do a workout or I go on a run. You know, like if it's on a Saturday and I go on a run, I think it was like when was last Saturday, Monday, one, two, like this. I went on a run and stuff. But long story short is like if you see here, this is all me reading the Bible, and so I've read the Bible pretty consistently for there, and then I missed one, and then I had a couple, and then I missed these three over here. So over time, I'm just gonna improve myself and try to do as much as possible. So that is what it is. Um, what is something that you want for your future self to know? We're doing good, bro. I don't know if you guys know this, but I bought a house with the wife and we're doing good. Uh, you know, I I just think in my personal self, like I would say, without being egotistical, statistically, I'm doing better than most. I have a really good job that pays me almost 100K. I have a house that I have almost 100K of equity. I don't have a lot of debt. There's no like people calling me. Um, there's nothing that I have to want. So we're doing good. Thank you for not giving up. I remember when you were pawning off your stuff to be able to pay rent and still not getting there, which was 3 years ago. So we're doing good and life can change immediately. So don't stop. Believe in yourself, keep going, but just double down on what makes the money. What is something you want to ask yourself? Do we ever make it drop shipping, bro? Do you ever get your shit together and drop ship? That's what I gotta ask. Most important thing to me right now is mostly my peace of mind. Um, I don't really have anything crazy. Current job, employee bridge, you know, that's the thing. Any side hustles, we're just still drop shipping. The thing is, I'm picking up another job so that I can make an extra 1.4 a month. And you know, if I have $2,000, 2.4 of um debt, all of that can be covered in a month. All of the debt um from my business can be covered in a month. Like within 2 months of just me working 40 hours a week, I can pretty much kill the game. You know what I mean? And whether I work in McDonald's or as a CEO, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to make money so I can buy more skills for my future self. Mm, what is something you want to, anything on my mind? There's nothing on my mind. What is something you want to tell your younger self? Bro, it's worth it. You're right. You're 100% right in all things that you're talking about. I'm not saying that like don't be egotistical, right? But what you said you were going to do, you've done eventually. You just need to put more work in to do them when you said you were going to do them. But man, when I tell you you're doing good, buddy. Don't stop. How's your mental health? Pretty, I would say like 8 out of 10. I have stopped playing video games 100%. I've sold my PlayStation, all of that stuff. I have been working out, reading, waking up at 5 in the morning. I haven't eaten junk food. Like overall, I'm doing pretty good. And um, I was like 30 days in. Um, I want to be 100 days in. Can I do this every day for 100 days in a row? I think I can. It is what it is. Um, Anything big happened this year? Yes, we bought a house. Monica's pregnant. We'll see how that goes. Not much besides that. Current hobbies, like I said, reading, working out. That's pretty much about it. Do you have any current businesses, drop shipping, favorite song? This is an interesting one. What is it called? The Climb Back or something by J. Cole. That one's a good one. A lot of Kanye songs are good. It is what it is. Favorite book? So, bruh, this book shit has you on a lockdown. I've been reading uh, the Fourth Wing saga, and I we bought the book like a week ago, and the first book is finished. We're 4 chapters into the second book, and we've already bought the third book. This book has us in such fucking deep lock that like you're dreaming about it, and your wife wakes you up at 5 o'clock in the morning to read 2 chapters so you can catch some Z's, and then you read when you wake up, you read her a couple chapters too. Bro, this book has you on fucking lock. This show better come out, and the show better be good. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, even my wife has been like thinking about it and sleep and having like dreams and waking me up like, oh, let's just see if they're okay and all that stuff. So this book is good. Any bad habits you have? Yeah, masturbation, bro. Like, you're not good at not masturbating, and I don't know why. I don't know why, and I think this is probably the next like big thing that you need to get you into like a better mindset and a better zone, so that you just don't. So you just stop masturbating, pornography, like all that shit is just ass, bro. And it is what it is, but we need to figure out how to fix that. How many videos do you have on YouTube? Jesus Christ. Let's see that. On seventh step, we have we have 4 videos. We have 4 videos on seventh step. Um, yeah, it is what it is. We need to start upping it up or upping up on the Sebastian accounts. Let's see if we have that going. You don't have any. So fix it. Is what it is. Okay. What do you want? $1 million drop shipping. Why are you so blessed? What are you grateful for? I'm blessed because I have a really good peace of mind. I'm blessed because my family's really taken care of. A lot of my family's making really good money right now. I'm blessed because I don't have any problems really in my relationship, in my job, and anything really. I don't have anything going for me in terms of problems. I'm very grateful for having Wera. I'm very grateful for having this house and for making good choices and finding someone like Maya. Anything you want to improve on? Yeah, I just want to be better at the goals that I'm set for myself. Like, I want to be better at sleeping. So if you're better at sleeping, you get to wake up earlier just by default because you fall asleep earlier. Mm. And so I want to get better at falling asleep earlier. I want to get better at um, taking track of what I'm eating and things like that because then by default, I will get skinnier. I would want to continue working out. By default, I'll get stronger. Um, I want to be better at like reading. So I've just read a chapter every other day, or just kidding, a chapter Tuesday and Thursday. But maybe I can read more than a chapter because it takes me over a month to finish a book, and I think that I can finish a book faster and take in more information that way. So I just want to improve on what I'm already doing, but track it better or figure out a way that I can do that. What am I avoiding? Work. I'm avoiding drop shipping altogether because I don't like doing videos. How's your relationships going? My relationship with Maya is pretty good. We're probably at the best that it's ever been, period. Um, we don't really fight. We hang out 24/7. We enjoy our time together. We've been reading a lot together. Yeah, I don't know. It's just we've been walking and working out together. Like there's just a lot that is going good. My relations with my family, there's couple things I can work on. Like with my uncle Trudy, I can call them more. But my mom is probably the biggest relationship that I'm like, but I want to be better about calling. So do that. Um, what are your biggest failures this year? It's just the drop shipping thing. The drop shipping thing has gotten me. Another failure is I tried to do woodworking and I just kind of stopped because either either I have to buy things to make uh I have to buy things to make things, or I have to buy all of the tools and stuff, and it's just a lot sometimes, and it is what it is. So those are a couple big failures. Celebrity crushes: Billie Eilish, Millie Bobby Brown. That's it. Billie Eilish and Millie Bobby Brown, even though she's married. What are your biggest successes? As you can see, we got the house. We just have good inputs. And what am I afraid of? Probably losing it all. No, I'm afraid of losing Weta, and everything I lose, I can get back. So that's just my biggest fear. And maybe not making enough, maybe that everything I'm doing is for nothing. So it is what it is. But I think overall, the biggest like word that is coming into my mind is just consistency. It's just do this every day for the next year and see where your life ends up. And it is what it is. So thank you so much. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.